Hey there, friends. It's Elizabeth here from the Everyday Storyteller, and I am back with week 3 in my project life. For this week, I'm going to be working with a bunch of digitals from the January Stories by the Month kit by Ali Edwards, and I was really inspired by that Story Thoughts card that I found in my stash. That was a notepad from Ali from a few years ago, and I still have it in my stash, and I figured that I would use that idea for this layout. So as you can see, I have gone over to Photoshop and created some cards based on the Collect Moments card from Ali's January 2023 Stories by the Month kit. And I've also created small rectangle boxes for myself where I'm adding some journaling, and then I'm going to be cutting those individual text boxes, rounding the corners just like my story thoughts inspiration, and then I'm going to be adding those to my photos. So I was really excited that this spread came together so quickly, and I think a lot of that had to do with creating a formula for myself for each element. So as you can see, I am going to be adding my text blurbs to all of my 4x6 photos, rounding the corners, and then adding a word phrase sticker. These are from the physical January 2023 Stories by the Month kit. And then I am just going to be adding a staple to secure the whole thing to the photo. And you'll see a little later that I do add another embellishment, but for right now, I am just working on getting my story cards finished for each photo. As you can see, some of the photos have more journaling and some of them have a little bit less, but all of them are just miniature stories that I wanted to make sure that I have documented. Um, and how I created those text boxes in Photoshop was I just measured very roughly how much space I had on each photo, and then I just created a text box in Photoshop to those dimensions, and that seemed to work out really well. It wasn't perfect, but it worked out pretty well, and I'm glad that I came up with that idea for this particular spread since I had a lot of micro stories. So one thing that I am finding a little bit difficult is making sure that I get all of the stories that I want told in such a small size. So this is 6 by 12 and I am used to at least 9 by 12. So there's a lot more pocket pages that I'm used to for journaling. So I'm definitely learning how to make things work and how to make the pockets serve multiple purposes. So adding something like this where I'm adding the journaling on top of the photo gives a really nice design element and also is a way to add more words to my spreads. So as you can see, I am working on those two collect moment cards. The blue one is the original one from the January Stories by the Month set, and then I just went ahead and went into Photoshop and changed the colors of both the words and then also that light background to the same yellow that is in the story card. So the collect moments is in the exact same color, and then I slightly lightened it to make the background for my photo. And that is pretty much the gist of this layout, you guys. So I really, really love how fast this came out. This is probably one of the easier spreads that I have created this year, and I really love it. As you can see, I have one photo that has nothing on it, and that is fine. I told the story of that photo in a different card. The last thing that I want to add is just a little bit of extra sparkle, and I decided to use these golden asterisks. I don't remember which kit this came with, but it was a while ago, and I just went ahead and added one to each one of my story cards in various different places around my journaling. So they're not all in the same spot, they're just kind of where I felt like it fit best. And I was also able to cover up my little corner rounding boo-boo on one of those story cards. The last thing that I'm going to add, since I didn't have a specific card for my date, I'm actually going to use this 03 chipboard circle, put it in the O of the collect moments, and I'm going to call that good for week 3. So thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Let me know if you have any comments or suggestions for 6x12 Project Life in the comments below, and I can't wait to see you next time. Thanks so much for watching, and have a great day. Bye.